Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to show you our back to school lunch boxes and all of the containers and stuff that I use, and kind of like go over them, why I like them. I do have a big variety of containers, so hope you all enjoy. Let's get started. All right guys, here we go for this little haul. I have had a lot of this stuff for a while. We got a couple new things. The first new things are the lunch boxes. We got the Adidas lunch boxes. I will show you those in just a minute, from Amazon. And then we got some new water bottles. We got those from Costco, but you can find them on Amazon. I will link all this stuff below as much as I can. So let's get started with each individual thing. We have some Bent Go Freshes. We have some Easy Lunch boxes, some Rubbermaid lunch blocks, some Lock and Locks thermos, Sistema, and then we have the, I always forget what this one is. I don't know why I always forget. Oh, it's Good Bin. So let's get started now. We'll show you these individually. All right, so these lunches I thought were actually pretty good for my middle schoolers. Now I have two middle schoolers. So, you got to get a little bit of a more grown-up lunchbox, I suppose. The lunchboxes they had last year were the Arctic Zone, and I really liked them because they had a spot on the side for, it was really on the side right here for drinks and stuff, but I only used that for Emily because she had volleyball and basketball early in the morning, and then she would have a game afterwards. But it became inconvenient after that was over with because it was kind of in the way and we never used it. And they really wore on the bottom, not to mention hers was like a teal green, about the same green as this, and putting it on the ground and stuff got real dirty. So I went darker colors. So Emily's is this gray color, and then I got Maddie hers, which is a navy blue, but it almost looks black. So these are really cool. They have a pocket back here. Not really sure what I'm gonna put back there, but they are big enough for a lot. I'm gonna be able to get a big ice pack in here. Hey Maddie, can you go get me one of those ice packs I had you put in the, okay? Just the blue one. Sorry. So I'm gonna be able to put a big ice pack, the lunch box, probably the Bent Go Fresh or the Easy Lunch Box, anything really, and have plenty of room for them. And then they have this front little pocket that I plan to put a hand sanitizer, maybe granola bar, utensils, napkins, whatever, something they'll forget about. I just cleaned Emily's lunchbox out and she had one granola bar and two things of goldfish in there, so that was awesome. Second, before I move on, I want to talk about this ice pack that I got. Needs to be cleaned. This is a Rubbermaid lunch blocks ice pack. These are amazing. So far, I've only been able to find them with the set, which is kind of sad because I would love to buy more. I have a smaller one that's about this big that I use in my lunchbox, but these are great for the girls' lunchboxes. As you can see, they're gonna fit right in here. I'm gonna try to get a different angle at this. Let's see. So before I talk about the Bent Go Fresh, let's see here. You can see that this will fit in here. And then I still have plenty of room down here for drinks. Even if I need to put another Tupperware. Let me see if I can put this in here. That's not gonna really be useful. I was thinking of when Emily, she's gonna do volleyball and basketball again, and she'll need additional food. So I may just have to actually put something up here in a baggie or something, which will be fine. So that is gonna work great. So let me talk about the Bent Go Fresh. I really like this. This is a little bit more grown up. I'm gonna try to get a different view for you guys here. Okay, that's better. So this is a more grown-up version than the regular Bent Go. I really like the regular Bent Go, but the girls are so over it because it's kind of little kiddish. So you have this whole thing comes out here and can go in the dishwasher. I don't put any of my Tupperware stuff I do a few things like the Sistema I will put and the Rubbermaid lunch blocks, but the rest I just hand wash. It's not a big deal for me. It's just a preference. This will go in the dishwasher, but this outer you're not supposed to put in the dishwasher because it can compromise this rubber piece up here that keeps everything in and makes it leak proof. This also has this little divider, which I like because you can obviously put a whole sandwich in here. I've also been able to cut my sandwich in half and stack them, which makes great because then you can add stuff back here and then you have these 4 compartments. So this works out really good, and the girls have said they're fine with taking this. I do also have a Yum box, but that again is a little bit kiddish. I'll use it myself personally because I think it's cool, so no big deal there. So the water bottles that they're going to take this year, we got these from Costco. It was a double pack. I think it was 2 for $20. A teal one and a gray one. We have decided that Emily wants a white one, so I'm going to go ahead and order one of those off of Amazon, and I'll put the link below. And then I will keep this one. These are 24 ounce, I believe. Yes, 24 ounces. So these will come in handy, especially for Emily because of sports, and they have one of those water fountains there that you can just put the water bottle up to. So it worked out really good for her. She was able to refill it several times throughout the day when she needed it, and then for games. And then Lock and Lock. I have loved Lock and Lock for years. Back when I first started doing lunches for the girls, I had a Lock and Lock that was probably double the size of this and had 4 little containers, and that's actually what I started doing, like little lunches for them. But this one is just a sandwich lunchbox. I got these at I got these in Portland at Hawajamaya's. I don't know how to spell that, but anyways, it's a Japanese store, and they have a bunch of containers and stuff. I love going there, so I got these 2 new ones. So this is just a little one that I can put hopefully some fruits and stuff in for them. And then this one I already had. And what I'm probably going to do is most likely take those out, and I can fit a sandwich in there. So then I can put it in the bag like that, where it's sitting down. But that will depend on the size. It just depends on what I'm going to put in their lunch. If it's a quick lunch, or maybe I need to pack extra because, like I said, Emily will have a game afterwards and needs extra food. I might do that, maybe even 2 of these, and then I could put like fruit cups or applesauce, or just depends on how I pack it. But I do tell them to lay their lunch boxes down in their lockers like this. So they'll put this in their backpack, and then when they get to school, they'll lay it down. And I only first of all, it saves room in their locker. And second, just in case, I do trust the Bent-Go Fresh with not leaking. However, the Easy Lunch boxes can leak depending on what you put in them. So I don't typically put yogurt or anything that could leak in those if I'm going to use those. That's why I have these. Okay, up next, let's see if I have room for all this. All right, up next I have a thermos. So I got this one because it lasts longer than the regular smaller thermoses. And so the girls' lunches are really strange. Last year Emily had hers at, what time was it? 12:45. So I was able to put some macaroni and cheese. That's usually only what she ate in there. And it lasted. So I would put it in there at 7:30 and then go to 12:45. And it was fine for her. Maddie has lunch at like 10 something this year, which I think is a ridiculous lunchtime. It's not.
There's like 3 grades.
It's ridiculous. And then Emily's lunch is like at 1 something. So I don't think she's going to be able to use this for lunch, but Maddie will. So I will definitely be using that. And this kept it hot for, I think, 6 hours versus the smaller ones that you get that are like pink and blue and stuff. The little kiddish ones. Those only lasted about 4 hours. So they were fine for elementary school, but for, obviously they're growing up, guys. They're growing up. And this has a spoon, but it's not very shallow. It's real. So I don't typically send that with them. I send them with a plastic spoon or fork, depending on what they're eating. All right, so the next thing that I really love is easy lunch boxes. I have really liked these for quite some time, and this is probably one of the main ones I will use just because it's easy, it's convenient. It is a little thinner, not very much. It's not as bulky though as the Benko Fresh, and it's not as heavy because the Benko Fresh is quite heavy, although the girls haven't really complained about any of saying their lunch was too heavy or anything like that. So easy lunch boxes, like I said, they just have these 3 compartments. This is great. You can separate this with so many things. I mean, I will show you this drawer in just a minute, but I have these little cupcake liners. You could put those inside. You know, you could put a half sandwich. I think I was able to stack a sandwich on here to get a whole sandwich in, just to use up the space. And then, you know, you could put extra stuff in there. This does hold quite a bit. It does hold a applesauce in here, the cup. It does not hold fruit cups though. So you can't get the lid on with the fruit cup, but if you have an applesauce like a Mott's, even the Treetop fits in here, and then you can put the lid on. So it just, you know, keeps everything contained in your lunchbox. You don't have a bunch of stuff hanging out. So we really like those. And they're easy to get the lids on and off. I have only used the Easy Lunchbox brand. It's not very expensive. I think they're like $14.95 on Amazon. So, and you get 4 of them. And you can even get them where the colors, if you have, I have both girls, but if you have a boy and a girl, and they're particular about the color, they do have some that, there's 2 that are kind of girly, more girly, and 2 that are more boyish. So there's that. And then they have the Easy Lunchbox snack packs that I'm gonna try to use more this year. I didn't use them very often. There's 4 in here. You could really do like a Lunchable in here, crackers, cheese, the meat. I do recommend always separating your crackers from your cheese, otherwise they can get real soft, and that's not, nobody wants that. And I also don't put, I do make their lunches at night, and I never put their crackers or chips or anything like that in the fridge overnight. I will, when I do videos, I'll show you guys this stuff in here, but I'll take it out and just put it in a separate container for the night, just so that they're not soft or soggy. And then this next little thing, I really like this. I got this at a store called Grocery Outlet. I can't remember if I found a link on Amazon. I'll see. But this is a cute little container. So what I've done in the past is I put like crackers up here in this little one. It's got a cute little fork. And then in here I'll put like tuna fish. Maddie likes to have crackers and tuna fish, so I'll put that in there. And that all contains itself like that. I really like this one. And then the Sistema, I have a couple different Sistemas to show you here that I'm going to probably use. So this first one I've had for quite some time. This is normally like veggies and dip, but I can put a wrap in here. Emily likes a turkey roll. She calls it a turkey roll-up. It's just a tortilla with turkey, mayo, mustard. I roll it up and cut it in half, and I can fit it in there. So that also saves space in the lunchbox. And then I've put, I don't know, probably some sort of treat in there. I'm not sure what I put. You could probably put pickles in there. This could have the potential to leak though. Another thing is I usually wrap my sandwiches and wraps with saran wrap, just to make sure, because that, again, I've had some issues with that getting soggy waiting for lunchtime, so I always wrap things up just in case. That's just one of my tips. I know it kind of defeats the purpose, but saran wrap does not cost very much, and you can use a little bit at a time to get your stuff wrapped up, and it just makes a difference for lunches. I do have these smaller little Sistemas. You can put fruits. You probably even put some crackers in here. Maybe chips, I don't know. I probably use some of these. And then I have this one. I really like this one. It is separated. I think I can get a half a sandwich on one side, maybe some fruits and veggies on the others. So that is a good little option. And then this is the Rubbermaid Lunch Blocks system. So I have this. This does have different containers that fit right here. Clearly this one does not. I don't know why I don't have any of those out, but anyway, so you have some, so it's meant because they have a lunch box that actually kind of goes in like this, and then everything can sit on top, or like this. And then this can sit here, and then there's another container that can sit there, and that could sit on the inside the lunchbox there. But I do like the Rubbermaid lunchbox. I've used these for quite some time as well. They are separated, so that makes it nice. You can put chips, crackers, fruits, vegetables in there, and then the sandwich. And again, if you're only using half a sandwich, you can use those little silicone things to separate things. And then you do also have this. Leak proof wise, I don't think these leak. I have not ever had problems. But again, I don't think I typically put anything in here that could leak. So I cannot tell you that for sure. Okay, so the last two things I have is, this is a little yogurt parfait thing that I've also used in the past. I got this at Walmart. I've made yogurt parfaits for myself, put the yogurt down there and then the granola up here. Works out great. You can also do, I've done Maddie's tuna fish mixture in here and some crackers up there. I wasn't able to hold as many crackers as this was. This could probably hold about 8 to 10 Ritz crackers maybe up here if you stack them. I've also seen where you could do like some salami and cheese with the crackers. Again, I don't recommend putting the crackers and the meat and cheese together. So this, I really like this one. And then the last thing I have is the Good Bin. We never got into the Good Bin like the bento boxes, just because I didn't like the shape of them and they didn't look like they would fit well in a lunchbox. But I like these because these have this little extra container. And then you can put half a sandwich in here and whatever in here. That makes it nice. They also have these little maybe dipping cups, if you will, that could go in here. So yeah, so those are all the containers that I plan to use this year. And then I was going to show you guys around my little lunch system here, or lunch station. All right. So this is stuff that I've collected for quite some time. I'll try to remember all the places that I got them at, but this is like all the extra stuff that I will put in the lunch boxes. So over here I have these little mini forks. I think I didn't use these a lot, but they come in a little individual. I got these at a store called Daiso. It's a Japanese store as well, and I stocked up pretty good the last time. I have three packages, and there's 20 in a pack, so should probably use some of those. I also have some little spoons that I got from Daiso as well. These are nice for just throwing in. Sometimes they bring them back and I do wash some of them just to keep them on hand. I don't put them in the dishwasher, but we didn't use these a lot last year. I also have these cute little wooden spoons. I really like these. They use these a lot in elementary school. I'm not sure if they will use them this year. They're getting old, guys. They don't want to have fun lunches anymore, so I'm trying to adjust for the middle schooler situation here. And then I don't know, I'm going to need to adopt like a 6-year-old or something to get back into the lunches. Then in this is just from when they were younger. One of those little, you put Cheerios in. So this is all the little cute little, these little forks. I loved these. I thought these were so cute. They were able to eat their fruit with them. I have some picks in here. Again, they're probably not going to use these. Some cute little picks here. It's really sad. Little panda. I just realized I wasn't even in the picture here, so that was rude. So let me go back. This is like in French, this little cute little fork here. And then this one was my favorite, little watermelon. And then this one was like a little soda pop. So there's those. And I have a friend who goes to Japan every once in a while. Her parents live there and she comes back and she brings me a bunch of goodies. So I have these are little paper liners that you can use in the lunch boxes, again, to separate foods. And then here is where I have all of the silicone baking cups. I use these a lot. I don't know how I've lost some. I think there come with 6 or 8, and I only have 4. I use these the most because in the Easy Lunch Box it's kind of square. And also in the Benko Fresh. And so I have some round ones, and then I have these oval ones. I use these a lot as well too because they're smaller. And then I do have some of these little flower ones. I have the Sistema little dressing things. I use those a lot. I use those mostly for me though. And then I did get these. These are little egg molds. So basically what you do is you boil the egg, and once you peel it, it still needs to be warm, and you kind of squish it in there. And then you put it in the refrigerator, or you can soak these in ice water, and then they come out and they're that shaped. Those were cool. Again, for elementary, not so much for middle school. These little things, I don't really use these. These, again, can separate the food inside the little box, but we don't typically use those. These are easy lunchbox dipping containers. They're specifically for the easy lunchbox. I've read that these are leak proof, but again, I don't know. I haven't used these enough. Back here are some dollar store version of those. And then these, I really like these ones. I got these at Daiso as well. They're just really like little Tupperware, like back in the old days. They're really sturdy. Use these a lot. And then I have a couple different sizes of these Sistema. So this one you could put yogurt, pudding. You could do that as well. Sometimes I put do like Jello. Make the Jello in these and then throw those in there. Oops. And then let's see. Let me pan over here. Then over here we have some of these. These are, I have never used these. Again, these are little sauce containers. Here's the Good Bin containers. I have a couple of those. And then I got these. I don't typically use these in lunches. I would use these for more like little gadgets. Little, I don't know what. Some of these paper cups, and then I have some disposable dipping cups in case we would need that, say lunch for like a field trip when they're going to throw it away. And then we got some of these reusable bags. I have these. These work great for snacks, and they're lined. These are by Itsy Ritzy. I really like these for their snacks. I was able to put a small ice pack in there if they needed to be cold. So there's those, and then there's these are the lunch skins. I don't use these that often, but you could put a sandwich in here, crackers, maybe crackers and a string cheese. And then over here, I had so many napkins, and we don't really use them anymore because, again, I'll probably try to throw them in during holidays, but there's, you know, snowmen, and then there's stuff for Halloween, some regular ones. I just pick these up whenever I see them, so I don't ever spend a lot of money on them because they're napkins. Also, they're not really that, I guess, absorbent. So that's another thing. And then I will show you down here where I have this. Okay, so here there is a little door underneath. I got this cabinet at Target. My kitchen's not big enough for all this jazz, so I got this specifically just for the lunch stuff. So there's 2 shelves here. So as you can see, I have a lot of stuff. Just some of the same stuff that I have up there because I do have 2 kids, so you know, you need double. You gotta have double. The lunch box, this is another one of the Rubbermaid lunch box. And then they have these tiny little containers that you can use for dipping. So yeah, so that is it, guys. All right, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe below and hit that bell for instant notifications. And we are on Instagram. I will also link below as much as I can of the containers and lunch boxes where you can get them at Amazon. See y'all next time.